everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I appreciate you all so much for coming by. And if you're new, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Come along and join the Ebb and Flow family. We would love to have you guys. Give me a like if you enjoy this video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. All right, let's gonna jump right in for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, darlings. General messages, as always, do keep that in mind. Not everything is going to resonate for everybody. If you do need something more specific to your situation, I am offering personal readings at this time. So feel free to email me if you're interested, loves, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and pull the entire tarot portion of the spread and then talk about it. So feel free to skip ahead if you would like. Let's get one more, darlings. I appreciate you being patient here. All right, for Libras, highlighted energies. Highlighted energies for Libras here. We've got the Judgment card, darling. We've got the Chariot. And the King of Swords here, love. All right, new information. What does Libra need to know? Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. What does Libra need to know at this time, these spirits? Okay, oh my gosh, this is a lot, you guys. It's too many. That is your Libra energy in there with that Justice card. We saw that Magician there. New information. What does Libra need to know at this time? Please, spirits, what does Libra need to know? Strength card here, and a whole bunch wanted to fly out there, darling. Okay. How to handle, how to process this new information. We have the Tower card. Interesting. Let's get a clarifier real quick. What is this Tower card? Okay, I wish I didn't even ask. This one came out first. 9 of Wands here. We also have the 10 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So potentially something coming to an end here, darling. Potentially something coming to an end for you, Libra. But if it does, if that is what's going on here, love, just do keep in mind that it may be for your greatest good, because here it's how to handle and process, okay? Ascensions moving forward, my darlings. We have the 8 of Cups and the Lovers card. All right, and your lesson. What is the lesson? Lesson for Libras here. What is the lesson that Libra needs to learn? Whoop. All right, here we are, darling. We have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups here with an underlined energy of the 7 of Swords. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, Libra, let's get this part out of the way. Card of Gemini here, card of Cancer with the Chariot. Another card of Gemini, darling. This one is just for me, so this could symbolize you as well with your air energy. We will get to that. We've got Leo on the board and Scorpio, love, okay? So, seems like you're going through some very heavy things here. You have some decisions to make regarding your direction here, Libra. Okay, so here with the Chariot card, this is moving on, moving forward, going ahead, right? Here with a decision needing to be made, you really need to make sure that you're weighing out your head and your heart and blending these two opposites here to make a divine sort of decision for your direction. Clearly, your direction is what you're focused on right now, this being your highlighted energy, okay? You may be expressing things or may need to here with the King of Swords. Some of you may be dealing with a King of Swords type individual, Gemini, Libra, right, a fellow Libra. or an Aquarius, or this can just symbolize you, darling, standing strong in your knowledge, standing strong in your thought patterns, your process here, putting into action your truth and putting into vocalization your truth, okay? So here it seems like you're on your way to good things, making decisions here about what you know is truthful and knowledgeable, what will, I feel, bring you the greatest outcome, and I feel like you're moving towards truth here. Moving towards truth and knowledge with this King of Swords, okay? Again, some of you could be dealing with this individual and needing to make decisions on this individual, okay? So take it as it resonates for you, but it's about direction here. It's about getting on a chariot and moving forward, moving on. So either moving towards something or away from something here. With your decisions and it being the Judgment card, it's really about that careful blending of the head and the heart to create a divine decision, to create the outcome to a divine decision. Going forward here, my Libra friends, card of Leo with the Strength card, you've got a lot of majors off the bat. Okay, so just to let you know, you obviously have some very major life's events going on. She's courageous. You're going to need to be courageous and stand strong in your power here, Libra. Going forward, this is new information for you. New information. So whatever decision you come up with, you're going to have to stay very strong in it. Going forward, the journey might be a little bit up and down. So you're really going to need to stay courageous in your endeavors and stay focused. I heard focused in my mind. So stay focused with where you're headed here. Okay. How to handle and process. I feel some things may catch you off guard here coming in the future, love. All right, and for some of you, it may have something to do with a lover, and it may be this type of individual who you may be in this love connection with. Okay, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that Lover's card. This is your how to handle and process. Here with the Scorpionic energy, some of you may be driving towards or going towards something here, or continuing to stay in something that may be worth giving up. I just want to say, here it's like you're exhausted with this Nine of Wands, tired of fighting, tired of battling, tired of rebuilding a tower that keeps falling here. Okay, so it feels like this being your how to handle and process, let it go. It feels really heavy to me, Libra, just let it go, because here it's like there's a determination in this that there's a not wanting to give up. The battle rages on, right? And you're so close to the end of the battle with this 9, 10s being in endings, but you're completely burdened by this, and you're completely exhausted with the battle itself. So you can just stop fighting if you wish. Okay, to rebuild a tower here. These are those moments that come, when the lightning crashes, the whole tower kind of crumbles here, and it's because the tower itself wasn't really built on a sturdy enough foundation here, darling. So going forward, I feel like your how to handle and process is to stop building a tower that leaves you exhausted to build in the first place, leaves you not wanting to build it, so why rebuild it? Again, it could have something to do with love, needing to walk away from a lover here. Your ascension's going forward. You're going to have a lot of strength here at Libra to walk away. But it feels like with your 8 of Cups here, this is the emotional walking away. This is leaving something behind that once was emotional for you. You poured your emotions into. All right. Definitely having to do with the love sector here, Libra. That twin flame soulmate energy. Okay. For some of you, you're dealing with some sort of energy here that maybe you're supposed to walk away from because you're supposed to learn the lessons of this soulmate and then kind of stop fighting for it already. You know what I mean? Have the courage here to walk away. Have the courage here to speak your truth, to get on a chariot, make the decision to do what's in your greatest good, Libra, which I feel is walking away from some sort of lover. Some sort of lover. And for Libra readings, if you go into the past Libra readings, we've had a lot of different various readings. There was a genuine love offer on the table, which last week or the week before potentially, right? So if you follow me, that was one of the things that we got here. I feel if you were dealing with, if you were in that category and that resonated with you, this week I may be potentially dealing with an entirely different group of Libras, darling. So if you are new here and this is the first reading that you're getting from me, please hit that subscribe button, darlings, because this way I can know, I can tap into your energy. I can keep on to who I'm dealing with, who's who, you know, you feel me? If you come into the family, then it's easier to get your energies. I feel like this is a different group than who I've been dealing with, all right? This being a lesson for you, this is weird. This is your lessons. This is your happiness. This is ultimate stability and happiness in a family and a home. All right, like Libras. So really, your own happiness is coming into a question of a lesson for you. Are you truly happy in the situation that's been created, or is it time to give it up, loves? Is it time to give it up? That's what I'm getting from this. And I feel like I'm dealing with a whole different group, like I said, because you guys maybe potentially have been dealing with somebody who has been deceiving you and you need to walk away from them, or you've been deceiving yourself by staying in this connection. Okay, this is that lying. This is greed. This is coming back for the rest. All right, so take it as it resonates for you, my loves, because it feels like here, deception of self. Oh, that's funny. As I was saying that, look, a singularity, somebody by themselves here. So potentially deception of one's self, all right, and your own stability, or deception going on around you, okay, within this connection, which may be potentially why you need to walk away here, Libra, and give it up and get on a chariot and go. It's funny to me, let's get you some advice. It's funny to me that the Tower card and the Nine of Wands is your how to handle and process, because that's just kind of funky, right? How to handle it, let the tower burn. Don't fight the fight to try to rebuild something that isn't working. You clearly need to walk away from some sort of lever. And going forward, I feel like if you make the correct decision and you actually get on the chariot and you do what you're saying you're going to do, or you do what is in your highest knowledge that you need to do here, standing strong in your movement, getting on that chariot to go, then that's what you need to be doing. Going forward, that's what you will do, is walk away from something that you once invested emotion into. Okay, Libras, so let's get you some advice. We'll go one more. All right, darlings. Okay. Highlighted energies, highlighted advice for Libras. All right, we have awareness here, love. Awareness and destiny. Ooh, goodness. So for some of you, you're getting on a chariot, and it's your destiny to let something die. For something to end here with the 10. Potential cycles ending, but I feel like mostly something you need to walk away from, which is a relationship. For a lot of you, needing to walk away from or thinking about walking away from a relationship. This may be your destiny to allow this to die. Gaining new and higher awareness here. Libra, my friends, this guy has his chakra, his crown chakra is wide open. He is starting back at 1. He is available and ready and willing to hear the messages from spirit. Here with the awareness, he's fully aware of things that are going on around him. He's aware of the way that the universe works. He's aware of cycles and destiny and what needs to be completed here. Okay, so it feels like you're living in an energy of becoming aware or needing to become aware in order to allow destiny to occur and to move on from something here and allow something to die. Because like I said, for some of you, you've been deceiving yourself by staying in a relationship that you should have walked away from. I heard cut. So again, another thing about the King of Swords, he cuts things, people, places, events, all out of his life if it doesn't serve him. So you may be in the process here or needing to be in the process of cutting something out of your life that is not serving you. Darling, okay? Really standing true and ground yourself like a king. in this masculine sort of energy. Doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, but grounding yourself in a masculine energy to create like the full of a decision here. The last bits of putting a decision into action based on higher knowledge, right? Higher knowledge and direction. So going forward, it may be that you're coming into this awareness now, or you're needing to gain this awareness and make that decision to allow something to die. All right, darlings. Whoop. New information. New information for Libras at this time, darlings. We have sacrifice and we have firm foundation. Yeah, okay, so normally with this firm foundation card, I feel like it's, you know, where you stand, it's your home, it's being firm, it's creating a firmer foundation in your life. And I get a little of that here, but I feel mostly standing strong and firm in a decision that you need to make. Standing strong and firm to, you know, further your strength of your foundations as well. But really needing to stand grounded and firm in a decision to allow something to die. Something here needs to be sacrificed, needs to be let go of. It's like if this cycle's complete, allow it to complete. You know, you've got with that 8 and you've got a 2 and a 1, which would equal 3. Seeing things really now for what they truly are. Coming into an alignment here, Libra, of mind, body, and spirit, highest self even, and creating this so that you can allow something to go. Something needs to go, and it may take your utmost courage and potential utmost stability of intuitions to be able to make this decision, right, and go forward. Here, I almost forgot to mention the black border cards are major arcana, so you have quite a few majors. And with the red borders, we're talking about physicality, we're talking about root chakra energy, darlings. So really sacrificing something from the base, needing to walk away here. A lot of major events. This is a huge life event happening for you now, darling. And I feel like it has something to do with that lover. A lover. Soulmate, twin flame for some of you. Again, karmic soulmate, right? And that's why you need to walk away from them. Okay, so how to handle and process. How to handle and process. You have, Libra, prosperity begins. Darling, prosperity begins, obstacles and challenges, deception and envy. You've got 2 cards of deception, okay? Now, I'm not saying that somebody didn't deceive you, because for some, this is going on around you, or it had happened in the past, and somebody deceived you, right? Sorry about that, guys. My device ran out of space. Anyway, like I was saying, for some of you, yes, somebody did deceive you in the past or whatever, but for the majority, and it can be both, in fact, that you're deceiving yourself as well. Okay, there's a deception of self going on here by trying to rebuild a tower. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this tower needs to fall. Okay, there shouldn't even be a battle here that causes you to be exhausted, right? Because it's creating more obstacles and challenges for you, Libra. Something here needs to change with this 5. And this being crown chakra energy with the purple border, it's like you've got to see the direction of where you're headed here. Because you've got some difficulties lying ahead if you choose to continue to fight this battle, you know what I mean? And you know, things keep happening where you're caught off guard potentially here, and the tower falls, something, and it cannot be rebuilt, or every time it is rebuilt, then something comes along, a new bit of information, boom, you know, more obstacles and challenges your way. And then you rebuild the tower and you try to do this and do this and do this. And it's like, no, you've got to let it go already. And it's, I feel for a lot of you, like I said, having to do with that lover's energy. Prosperity begins here. This is, again, how to handle and process. Really got to start back at 1 for just you. Needing to understand that prosperity will begin in your life. You don't need another person. You don't need this lover, right, to continue on or have prosperity, not even in the physical realm here. So starting back at 1, I feel just for you, Libra, to rebuild a tower just for you, and not rebuilding a tower with a person who every time you build a tower with them, something comes crashing down. You've really got to use your strength here to go forward on a new path, because it's your destiny to let something die, remember, right? Okay, going forward, ascensions, moving forward for Libras here. We have base chakra here, darlings, and we have financial material changes, yeah, and sacral chakra here. So loves, you've got 2 chakras here. When the chakra cards come out, these are chakras that need to be healed, realigned, or focused on. Okay, so again, with the starting back at 1, base chakra, root chakra energy, this is grounding yourself in your physical realm. This is survival. This is taking care of yourself. This is grounding with nature. This is all of those physical things in the physical world, right? And what grounds us to Gaia here, okay? With the sacral chakra, you got 2 out of place that are right back to back. Sacral chakra is your passion zone, darling. This is your drive. This is your creativity moving forward. This is your birth zone, okay? So really needing to start back at 1 to realize what you can birth here, but realigning the chakras will help you in figuring out a direction starting back from the base, right? Just for you. So I definitely recommend healing these chakras. You might want to heal and align all of your chakras, darling, just to be sure that you're on the right path going forward and that you have the strength to walk away from something that needs to be given up here, right? Again, with another 5, something needing to change, right? Financial and material changes. It's funny because prosperity beginning, if you allow it to, right? This is how to handle and process. And then going forward for your ascensions, when you finally do allow something to change here in your physical world, that's when you start having financial, material changes and abundance coming in just for you. A different direction, I feel, just for you here, Libra, okay? And it really has a lot to do with your happiness, has a lot to do with your stability, and really how happy are you in your home? How happy are you in your life, darling? With happiness coming in, the ultimate happiness, coming in a lesson. I have to ask myself why, you know what I mean? Perfection. I heard something about perfectionism. For some of you, you want the perfect home, the perfect love, the perfect everything, and if it's not perfect, then you have issues with it. You're not as happy as you could be because you're not opening your eyes. So take that as it resonates, because that's only for some of you, and that's why it's coming in as a lesson. Your own happiness here, Libra, coming in as a lesson for you. Don't deceive yourself here. Don't deceive yourself into creating something that isn't, how do I put this? Deceiving yourself into creating something with somebody who you should have given up already, or creating something here that you don't even want in your life that won't make you happy. So for some of you, realizing what will make you happy. For some of you, think perfect will make you happy. Perfect in the long run probably won't make you happy. You feel me? So figure that out. Figure out what makes you happy. And don't strive for perfectionism. Strive for what makes you happy here, Libra. Further lessons for, whoa, that almost burned down with the incense. Good God, you have a lot of them. Whew, you've got a lot of lessons here, darling. Rest and rejuvenate is our underlined energy. Whew. The first card out was it really? Yeah, it was material and spiritual prosperity. Look at you go from the 1 to the 5 and the 6 now here coming in a lesson for you. Allow yourself to have balance in your material and spiritual world here. Your prosperity now coming in a lesson for you. Don't hold back your own happiness, darling. You've got new beginnings now in a lesson for you, for sure. Heartache and loss here, darling. We have triumph. Holy macaroni, you've got positive movement forward and you've got truth. All of these lying in a lesson for you. Deception of self here, darling. A lot of you have been deceiving yourselves for a long time in the direction of your life, what's going to make you happy, or what you're just lying to yourself. You've been deceiving yourself in what you've been building with the wrong person, or you've just been deceiving yourself in your directions and your decision making here. Really needing to see the light and see the truth on where you're headed. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to have balance. It's all of these positive cards coming in a lesson for you. Now it's gotten down to the point where your new beginnings, your triumph, and your positive movement forward are lessons for you. Libra, that should really say something here, darling. Your own success is coming into question. Your own success is now becoming a lesson for you. Why? A lot of you won't allow yourself to move forward, to build something new for yourself, to go on with a new beginning, starting back from 0 and or 1, to create just for you. And I wonder why here. You won't allow yourself to go forward in a positive direction, complete a cycle that leaves somebody else behind. For some of you, it's because you fear that heartache and loss. And having such a deep fear of heartache and loss to the point where you stay into something, some sort of situation here, Libra, that isn't in your greatest good, and you're maybe blinded to this fact here. 3, needing to come into alignment with mind, body, spirit, highest self, right? Seeing things clearly and for what they really are. Some of you refuse to see things clearly, and you're not wanting to feel any kind of heartache and loss, so you're not leaving the situation when you really should have, because it would have been more beneficial for you to do so, darling. So going forward, realign your chakras. I would say realign all of your chakras, because even now your new path is becoming a lesson for you, which means you're maybe not seeing things correctly. Libra, a lot of you have been building and rebuilding a tower that was destined to fall. Have the strength and courage to move on here. Have the strength and courage to vocalize your truth and to allow something to die. Rest and rejuvenate. Lying at the bottom of the deck. This is, you need to strengthen your foundation. This is pulling back. Rest and rejuvenate. Some of you are just completely exhausted. You need to replenish yourself. And it's hard to replenish yourself from a situation when you continue to rebuild the same old tower that you know is going to fall. You know what I mean? You can't rest and rejuvenate from a situation or from a battle that you're still fighting. You're not giving it up. You feel me, you guys? So really allow yourself to go forward for your own good. Allow yourself to not fight to rebuild a tower. Allow the tower to fall. Have the courage to allow the tower to fall. And this will bring about more prosperity in your life. Yes, you may feel a tinge of heartache and loss from the situation, but you will be going forward in such a more positive direction that if you see this heartache and loss for really what it truly is, if you allow yourself to rest and rejuvenate, meditate, go in and get close to spirit here, Libra, then this heartache won't penetrate quite as deep as you think it will. This is like what you're trying to keep yourself from feeling here. So if you just feel it, then you can move on from it. It's the fear of feeling this in the first place that is keeping you in a situation where you're stuck and you're not allowing yourself to move forward to the point where your positive movement forward and your new beginnings coming in a lesson. So really here, have the truth, have the courage, have the knowledge going forward to do what's right for you, Libra, and to walk away from something that's no longer serving you, darling. Definitely realign those chakras, like I said, and feel the pain. Feel the pain, rest and rejuvenate from the long exhaustion of the battle that you've been fighting for, the thing that you've been feeling here. Been feeling exhausted. Don't deceive yourself any longer by still continuing to fight for something that's not, I heard fighting for you. So fighting for someone who's not fighting for you, or fighting to rebuild a situation that's not working for you. Okay, loves? Do keep that in mind. Allow it to die. Have the awareness here of your greatest good going forward and making that decision to do what's right for you, babies. Because you have all the power here to do that. As long as you make that sacrifice, you can have triumph going forward. Okay, loves? Do keep that in mind. I'm wishing you the best of luck, Libra. I hope this helps. And until I see you guys next time, please stay safe. Please take care out there in the world. Peace, love, and light to you all the time, babies, all the time.